Now we are moving to the third section, that is effective majority. We have completed with the simple majority along with the applications. Now we are moving to effective majority. So here concept, examples and applications. So under the concept, just go through this slide and do not get confused with this term, that is functional strength. So here the functional strength is nothing but effective strength. Effective strength. So we have discussed in the introduction of the lecture itself, effective strength is nothing but when we deduct vacancies from the total membership of the house, we will get effective strength. In other words, effective strength equal to total membership of the house minus vacancies. Whenever we remove vacancies from the total membership of the house, we will get effective strength. And effective strength is also known as functional strength, right? So in the third point, actually it is very important. In the constitution, this majority, that means effective majority, is mentioned as majority of the then members of the house. Majority of the then members of the house. So the phrase itself indicates that we have to remove vacancies from the total membership of the house. So in the constitution, whatever the terminologies that we have mentioned, simple majority, effective majority, absolute majority and special majority, so these terminologies did not reflect in the constitution. So the constitution uses different phrases for different types of majorities. We have seen for the simple majority, the phrase that was used in the constitution was majority of the members present and voting. Majority of the members present and voting was used in the constitution. For better convenience and for better understanding, we use the terminologies such as simple majority, absolute majority, effective majority and special majority. And these terminologies also appear in the examination also. In the UPSC civil service examination also, these terminologies will appear. So no need to worry. But in the constitution, actually, these terminologies will not apply, will not appear. They use, in the constitution, a different kind of phrases will be used. For example, for simple majority, the majority of the members present and voting, the majority of the members present and voting, and for effective majority, majority of the then members of the house, majority of the then members of the house. Got my point? So now we enter into the formula. So effective majority equal to majority of the then members of the house. Majority of the then members of the house. Now we have to see what is this the then members of the house. What is this the then members of the house? So the then members of the house is equal to total membership of the house minus vacancies. Total membership of the house minus vacancies. In other words, the then members of the house is nothing but effective strength. Effective strength. The then members of the house phrase that was used in the constitution is nothing but effective strength. When we deduct vacancies from the total membership of the house, we will get effective strength. And effective strength in the constitution was mentioned as the then members of the house. The then members of the house. So the then members of the house is nothing but we have to deduct vacancies from the total membership of the house. Right. So here effective majority equal to total membership of the house minus vacancies by 2 plus 1. So it is nothing but the upper part, that means the numerator is nothing but the then members of the house. The then members of the house. So we need to have the majority, right? So majority is nothing but more than half of that. So we have to divide by 2 and we have to add 1. We have to divide by 2 and add 1. So the then members of the house is nothing but total membership of the house minus vacancies. So this is the then members of the house. So we have to get the majority of this. We have to get the majority of the then members of the house. So we have to divide this particular thing by 2 and we have to add 1. So with the examples, you will get a clarity. So now we are entering into the examples. So effective majority is nothing but the formula is total membership of the house minus vacancies divided by 2 plus 1. So we are talking about the Lok Sabha actually here. So in the same example I have copied here. Whatever the example that we have used in simple majority, I have copied for the effective majority also. For Lok Sabha, so there are 25 absentees, 28 absteners and 4 vacancies. Now we have to substitute all these values in the formula. So here effective majority equal to so for the case of Lok Sabha, the total membership of the house will be 543 minus, do we have absentees and absteners in the numerator? No, we are having only vacancies. So vacancies, the number of vacancies are 4 here. So divided by 2 plus 1. So this turns out to be 539 by 2 plus 1 this turns out to be 269.5 plus 1. So whenever we get a decimal point while we are calculating this division, whenever we get a decimal point, we have to omit that, and we have to take only the whole number, that is 269 plus 1, which is equal to 270. So the effective majority of Lok Sabha on that particular day is 270. Got my point? So the example 2, it is dealing about the Rajya Sabha. So here the same example I have copied. 12 absentees, 9 absteners and 2 vacancies. 12 absentees, 9 absteners and 2 vacancies. Now here effective majority equal to so in the case of Rajya Sabha, the total membership of the house is 245. 245 minus vacancies. Are there any, in the formula, are there any mentioning of the absentees and absteners? No. Whenever we are dealing with the effective majority, there is no mentioning of absentees and absteners. There is only the mentioning of vacancies. So 245 minus vacancies is 2 divided by 2 plus 1. That implies 243 by 2 plus 1, which implies 121.5 plus 1. 121.5 plus 1. We have to omit this. Decimal point, and we have to take the whole number, that is 121 plus 1, which equal to 122. So on that particular day, the effective majority in the Rajya Sabha is 122. The effective majority that is required in the Rajya Sabha is 122. Right. So we have completed under the effective majority the concept and the examples, and now we are moving to applications. Right. So the first application under the effective majority is removal of Vice President of India. So we have seen this in the simple majority also. So here the removal process of the Vice President of India involves both the houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So the removal of the Vice President of India, the resolution pertaining to the removal of the Vice President of India must be introduced in the Rajya Sabha only. So initiation of the resolution only in Rajya Sabha. And Rajya Sabha has to accept it with effective majority. So the removal process or the removal resolution of Vice President of India must have to get the support of effective majority in the Rajya Sabha. After getting such majority, that particular resolution will be sent to Lok Sabha, and in the Lok Sabha, that particular resolution has to get the support with simple majority. Got my point? So the same removal process of the Vice President of India needs two types of majorities: effective majority in Rajya Sabha, simple majority in Lok Sabha. Got my point? So removal of key officials of Parliament. So I have said that. So I will write like this. So Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Now I'm writing about the state legislature. So Speaker of State Legislative Assembly, SLA means State Legislative Assembly, Deputy Speaker of State Legislative Assembly. Wherever there is bicameralism in the state legislature, we are going to count Chairman of State Legislative Council. SLC means State Legislative Council. Deputy Chairman of State Legislative Council. Just a minute. Let me check whether I have missed anything or not. Right. So all these functionaries are there. So these are in the Parliament. These are in the state legislature. So election of these personalities, simple majority is required. Simple majority. Got my point? Whereas for removal, effective majority is required. So very tricky kind of thing actually. So by placing the question here and there, they can trick, right? They can make us fool. So we have to be very cautious here, because Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Speaker, here they can ask like that. I mean, Chairman of Rajya Sabha is also elected using simple majority in the Rajya Sabha. No, the Chairman of Lok Sabha, I mean, Chairman of Rajya Sabha means Vice President of India. So Vice President of India election is very different. It is different from whatever that we are discussing here. So a different process is there for electing the Vice President of India. So the Chairman of Rajya Sabha is not elected actually. So the Chairman of Rajya Sabha is not elected. There is no such kind of election for the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. After electing the Vice President of India, he will be the ex officio Chairman of Rajya Sabha. He will be the ex officio Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So there is no separate election for the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. But the question may ask like such. So in this list, Chairman of Rajya Sabha may also be included, and they can, I mean, they can try to fool us. So we have to be very sure that all these functionaries, the election is based on a simple majority, whereas the removal process is based on effective majority, right? Right. So I have completed this one also in the earlier slide. So it is talking about the state legislature, Speaker and Deputy Speaker of State Legislative Assembly, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of the State Legislative Council.